Listen, man, this is how you end the season of a great anime. This is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. But before we get into this video, what's going on, everybody? It's xDomoSenpaix, and thank you guys for actually sitting around paying attention to the videos, especially these reviews, because this is something that I'm technically quote unquote new at, but it's not something that's so far gone from my reach, right? I'm getting better and better at it. I'm glad you guys are sticking around. I'm glad you guys are subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you are new to the channel, make sure you go down below and hit the red subscribe button. It will definitely help me out later on. I want to grow as a content creator. I want to grow on this YouTube platform. I want you guys to watch me grow, and we're going to be integrating some new things later on. But for now, this is what we're doing. So like I said, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys like, just so that way we can get into the algorithm. That way we can get into this recommended. That way we can, people can start seeing us more. We can gain more exposure, and we can grow and welcome new people into the community. I'm trying to build a great community over here. So like I said, thank you guys for pulling up and chilling with me. Also, share this on your social medias. At me on Twitter at xDomoSenpaix. You guys will see it pop up on the screen. Or even then, right? Follow me, so that way when you at me, I can see it, and I'll share what you guys have to say about whatever I've made for the day. I'm gonna work on getting more content out. I've been working on thumbnails. I've been working on ideas. So like I said, man, I really appreciate you guys. But this episode was wild for a season finale. We don't even know when season 2 is coming, right? Maybe summertime. Maybe they're gonna take a break for a couple of months so that way they can work on storyboarding and all that good stuff. But so far, man, I loved what I've seen. It's interesting how you start an episode off with Roxy pulling up to the town, right? Roxy pulled up, shocked, right? She thought Rudy died. She was looking for Rudy's name on that list, as you guys can see, and Rudy's name wasn't there, but she found something even more interesting, which adds so much more for the next season. Rudy's whole family is missing. Is this a setup? Is somebody setting him up? I mean, come on, you kidnapped his whole family aside from Paul, because in the letter it detailed that his whole family's missing, bro. Kids, maid, his mama, all missing. Can't believe it. Paul detailed, like, no matter, I'm just paraphrasing here, Paul was saying that, like, no matter how you guys see me, I'll do whatever I have to. I'll kiss your feet, lick your boots, but please help me find my family. He said his whole fortune is gone. I want to know what that's about. But that's besides the point. So no matter how you look at it, Rudy's doing all this stuff to get Eris back home, traveling with Ruijerd, who I will say, he is one of my all-time favorite anime characters just because there's so much to him. He's a multifaceted character, and it's very interesting to see him continuously grow. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the bald look. It's hilarious. It may or may not grow on me, but we'll see. But it's crazy how Rudy's out here trying to make all this money so that way they have, they don't have to worry for travel expenses and whatnot. And in the meantime, his family's missing. So imagine the shock on Rudy's face when he finds out his family's missing. And it's interesting how they set it up for the end, right? It's interesting how they set it up for season 2, because you got Rudy, Ruijerd, and Eris pulling up on some salamander type thing at the end, pulling up to that little port city. And then on top of that, you have Roxy and these 2 newcomers whom I've never seen before pulling up to the shore. So they're gonna meet up there, obviously, and Rudy's gonna find out what's going on. Rudy and the gang are headed to the forest because they have some mission that they have to fulfill, and they run into 2 people arguing. And come to find out, it's Kurt and his squad. So now they're arguing over whom is gonna deal with this monster. This big dude's like, nah, man, y'all gotta go. Y'all some kids, so it's first come, first serve. I'm not gonna guarantee your protection, but y'all gonna have to do what y'all do, and we gonna do what we do. Rudy, being the schemer that he is, tells Ruijerd, like, look, man, we just gonna sit back, we gonna relax, and we gonna watch how this transpires. Ruijerd's pissed off, right? Ruijerd's super pissed off because, his thing is protecting children. That's been his whole MO from the jump. He brings that up, and Rudy's like, all right, look, we'll tell Kurt and them just to make sure. Kurt and his squad get surrounded by some big monsters. Rudy's like, yeah, man, my scheme's about to work. We're gonna make them so glad that they relied on us to save them. But one of Kurt's homies gets killed immediately. Ruijerd pops out. Boom! It was so sick, right? So sick. Ruijerd just jumps out, starts fighting these monsters. So does Eris. Eris takes one out. Ruijerd takes the other one out. And in that whole instance, Rudy couldn't do anything. Ruijerd flies off the handle, right? He's like, look, you see what you done did? You got somebody killed. I know, again, paraphrase. You just got somebody killed and you just let it happen. You let one of these kids die. Kurt is such a good character, man. I feel like I hope we end up meeting up with Kurt later on. Hopefully they like join the squad, which they more than likely won't because we've already left the city at this point. Kurt tells him like, look, man, yeah, we're kids, but we're also adventurers. We knew what we were setting up for. We knew that we were potentially gonna die. And Ruijerd was like, you know what? Cool. So check this out, right? We end up fighting this giant red hood cobra who has the dude who was talking all that shit earlier on in his mouth, getting ready to chomp him down. Ruijerd goes on the attack. Rudy's just like, yeah, we can do this. Let's go. Ruijerd goes on the attack. So does Eris. We dropped that thing and we couldn't save the other guy. Rudy's having a lot of issues at this point. Rudy's like, man, everyone's dying. I can't save anybody. So eventually we collect the teeth of the red hood cobra. We head to the city and wouldn't you know it, we run into the horse dude and the horse dude's like, man, I see what you tried to do. I see what you were trying to scheme, getting those two involved, getting them to swap quests with you. Now look at them. They're in the alleyway scared out of their minds. At this point, Rudy doesn't know what to do, right? Rudy is like, all right, we can't run away because they'll revoke our license. We can't try to make a deal with him, pay him off and escape. I have no choice. I have to protect Eris no matter what. Even if it forces me to kill everyone in this city, I will do what I have to do to protect her because that's my job. Ruijerd sees this, washes off the dye out of his hair. Oh, this moment was so sick, right? This moment was so sick. Ruijerd was like, if we get to this next village and we find out our licenses are expired, I will kill you. Oh, bro. So sick, right? And in realizing this, the horse dude is just like, it's dead end, right? Everybody freaks out. Everyone freaks out. Ruijerd takes off. Rudy sees Kurt is shook. Kurt and his homie is shook, right? And he asked them calmly. He's like, why are you guys afraid? Didn't he save you? Why are you guys still afraid? But Rudy doesn't understand like the weight of the Spurs and all of that. Like, people are afraid of them. He was told this early on. So with all that being said, Rudy and Eris leave outside of the city gates to go search for Ruijerd. They find Ruijerd. He tells Eris like, sit here, I gotta go have a chat with Ruijerd. And they have this super good heart to heart, right? Explaining what it means to be a warrior, what a warrior means to him. This is from Ruijerd's perspective, mind you. And it's just so cool seeing all of this happen. And that's when we end up traveling to that port city and we see Roxy and those two other adventurers that she met from the beginning going to that port city. And that's how they end the season. Crazy, right? I'm so hyped for season 2. Season 2 is going to be amazing. Like I said, we don't know when that's coming. That may or may not come over the summertime. We're going to have to check to the Twitter sphere just to see if we get any sort of announcement. We probably won't get an announcement for like 3 months. We might not see it for 3 months. We might not see it for the rest of the year. I'm hoping that we see season 2 because it's been split into 2 courses, right? I'm hoping we see season 2 later on in the year, either summertime or fall, because this is one of my most anticipated seasons of an anime in a while. Just like Jujutsu Kaisen. Next week is the last episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. We don't know when we're going to see that either. Really looking forward to your guys' takes in the comment section below, whether or not you liked it or you hated it. Really looking forward to what you guys have to say regarding the things that I've said in this episode. If any of my information was wrong, if I missed out on anything, if there's anything that you guys want to let me know about, go ahead, spill it out in the comment section below. I'll be waiting. Like I said, you guys know I'll be in the comments having conversation with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get my community tab back, but we got to get to 1,000 subscribers first. We have to get there so that way we can have constant conversation, and I'm looking forward to doing more with you guys in the coming future. But that's all I have for today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to get to 1,000 subscribers. I have really big aspirations for later in the year, but let's get to 1,000 as fast as we can. Make sure you hit that like button. The more likes, the more we get into the algorithm, the more we can get on the recommended page, the more spotlight we can get, the more we can grow. And don't forget to share this on your social medias and tag me as well at xDomoSenpaix on all socials. You guys can find me that way. And yeah, man, with that being said, it's your boy xDomoSenpaix, and I will see you guys in the next video.